Well, Jake, it's a very active scene here with thousands of people wondering where they're going to go next. They've been spending the night here for the past few days, and in the meantime, agencies, nonprofits, organizations from all across the country are converging on this spot to offer services and support to all of these people. It's such an interesting and diverse range of services that they offer. I mean, imagine if you were to take an entire city of people and all the walks of life and then put them all in one space and figure out what all their needs are. That's exactly what's going on behind me as people line up. On this side, there are a bunch of people who are trying to get in and out of the shelter who are staying here, and then on the other side, there are a lot of volunteers who just cannot wait to get inside. I want to show you a little bit closer what all of that looks like out here, because there are just so many people gathered out here from all these different places. This is the main entrance here where people are lining up and where they can get in after checking in with the Red Cross. And then over to this side are, as I mentioned, those volunteers, and their line, it goes down the street and wraps around the corner. There are just so many of them, and they're offering so many different services. I talked to a guy there who is kind of dressed up as a clown. He said he's there to offer face painting and magic tricks for children in an area where all the kids are gathering. There are teachers there who aren't able to work right now, who schools are out of session, so teachers are gathering there with activities and games for kids. Maybe they're learning a lesson or two because they're not able to get back into classes right now. There's a section for people with autism, so adults and children who are having a really difficult time dealing with all of these crowds and the chaos of the past few days. They can talk with some specialists who really know their needs well. There's a Mexican consulate here offering services to people who are citizens of Mexico who might be wondering how to navigate the next few days. There are legal services. Imagine if you're on parole, you have to check in with someone. Well, the parole office isn't open, so you can visit someone here and do that. There are lawyers offering legal help. There's a huge mobile pharmacy and a clinic, which is run by an organization that's very much like a FEMA, but it's the Health and Human Services Agency from the federal government, and they have a huge hospital that they can deploy with hundreds of beds, and that's what they've been setting up over the past few days. It's not too busy there, but they have clinics of all various levels of urgency that people can go to for their various needs. There are board games for kids, computer games, social workers, and then transportation services for people who don't know how to get out of here. Maybe their cars are swamped underwater, like so many cars in this city. So how are people going to get around? They can talk to somebody there. And there are people from various cell phone companies helping people get their cell phone service back working again so they can contact people. But it's just amazing when you walk through this crowd. There are just too many stories here to tell. I could talk to every single person here and ask them a question about what their circumstances are, and they're equally gripping. And it's just remarkable where all these people came from, what they went through over the past few days, and what their next, well, few weeks and months are going to look like. It's so uncertain, and people are handling this remarkably well. Inside, it's air conditioned, it's clean. It seems pretty calm, although there is a sense of frustration among some people about just what to do now. Jake?